the instructions that I'm talking about. So we are literally telling our audience is 25 plus years old. We are literally telling our audience are in marketing, tech, product, and design roles. So this way, AI understands the audience much better. As a result, it can write a much better email. And finally, there is something called data that I've given. Anything else that I would like to include? In this case, I said include a review from someone who said the session was a no-brainer or for anyone who wants to stay relevant in 2025 and beyond. It's mind-blowing. So I've given some data as well here. So a perfect prompt has something called as role, task, context or instructions, and something called as data. When you add all of this, the quality of outputs that you will get will fundamentally go up. And you will very soon see this, right? You can see this we're using the 2.5 Pro model right now. And by the way, the best part, the reason why I use Gemini for everyday tasks is because even the free version of Gemini is incredibly powerful, right? Unlike ChatGPT and other tools, here the free version of it is also very powerful. Guys, drop in a heart if you think this email was much better than the last one. So you're in, ready to make AI your superpower? Hey, name, you did it. You snagged the spot. While half the internet is still having an existential crisis about AI, you decided to master it. Welcome to the club of people who are about to become ridiculously efficient at their jobs. How crazy is this email? Let's be honest, you felt a tiny pang of anxiety, haven't you? Seeing that the designer on your team mock up 10 stunning visuals before you finished your first coffee. Look how engaging all of a sudden the email has become, right? So that is the real power of a very, very good prompt. We gave a rock solid prompt. As a result, it was able to optimize it, resonate with a 25 plus, and was able to come up with a much powerful output here in form of the launch email, right? So that is what we can do with the power of prompting. And it's called, what is it called, guys? In the chat, what is the prompt formula called? What is the prompt formula called? The magic prompt formula. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And like I said, here is the structure of the formula. There is role, task, instruction, and data. Feel free to take a screenshot of this. By the way, I will be sharing all the prompts with you. I will be sharing all the prompts with you. You don't have to worry. In fact, I'll tell you, I'll show you this document as well. This is the document covering is right here, and you guys will get access to this towards the end, like Funny already promised. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. With that being said, this is, like I said, this is the magic prompt formula. Moving on, we wrote a simple email. What about we take it to the next level? How about we write a super personalized email using AI? What do I mean by super personalized email? Let us say you want to write a cold email to the founder of Swiggy, asking him for a job. You want to write an email to the founder of Swiggy, asking him for a job. How would you write an email? First, you have to find the email ID, right? Once you found his email ID, you will write an email to research about it. Because that cold email, you need to research about the founder of Swiggy. You should talk a little bit about Swiggy, talk a little about the things that the founder recently shared on the internet, and make it very, very, how do I put it? Very, very well researched. The email should be media posts of the company, and then put all research together and write a super personalized cold email, which feels really powerful. But you know what? Something like that could take a lot of time for you to do it. As a result, instead of breaking your head trying to do it all by yourself, you could use obviously a tool like ChatGPT, but with ChatGPT, you could use something like called as web search. Okay, I'm gonna just move this toggle below slightly. We are right now on ChatGPT. You guys all know that, right? When you click on this add button, even if you're on the free account, if you go to more, right, there's an option called as web search. What this does is this effectively searches on the internet before it gives you an answer, right? So I turn this web search on and I write a prompt something like this. Write a cold email to the founder of Swiggy asking him for a job as an AI generalist. Make sure the email is personalized with recent updates of Swiggy and something specific the founder said recently on social media. Make sure you read the internet before writing the email. Also, find his email ID if possible. You see how I have included the whole task. Instead of just saying write a cold email, I explicitly mentioned make sure it is personalized. Of course, the spelling of personalized is wrong here, but that is fine. With recent updates of Swiggy and something specific to the founder that is recently said on social media. So I literally gave out the whole task list to AI and turned on the search option, which can work for free on ChatGPT as well. And now when I send a prompt like this, look at this. It's starting to search the web right now. And you know what? It just did search the web in no time. And here comes the email. Hi, Sri Harsha. It automatically found the name of the founder, which was Sri Harsha. Hope you're doing well. I've been tracking Swiggy's journey closely. Great job on staying agile in the quick commerce battlefield like Flipkart, Amazon, because Swiggy has entered the quick commerce industry as well. So it was able to research the Economic Times article and was able to personalize the fact that they are in high intensity fight in quick commerce. It was literally able to mention it. And as an AI generalist, you can see this. At heart, I'm thinking I'd love to help Swiggy to sharpen its edge in demand forecasting, hyperlocal logistics, and multimodal delivery. So it did all the research about Swiggy and was able to come up with all this information. And look at this. It also pulled my name. It also pulled all these details and the whole email is here. And not just that, it found the public facing emails of Harsha as well. How crazy is that? Now, you could use ChatGPT for something like this all the time, but you could also use one other app, which is insanely powerful for something like this. And that is called as Claude. Claude is also an app similar to that of ChatGPT or Gemini, but Claude is also incredibly powerful, just like ChatGPT, where it also has a bunch of tools. If I come to Claude, click on this tab and turn on web search. I've turned on web search right here. I'm still using, you could still use the free version of this, and I will write the same prompt. It's guys, when it comes to prompting, right, it's all about giving explicit context and instructions to AI, right? Now, Claude works in an agentic way. Look at this. First, it understood what it needs to do. It said first search for information about Swiggy's founder, look for recent updates on Swiggy, research for any recent social media, try to find found emails IDs, write personalized emails. And then it started to read up about the founder. Look at this step by step, like a human being. If you think this is insane, drop a heart here. Like a human being, it's doing research step by step. It works in a very agentic fashion. Claude works in a very agentic fashion, and it is doing research one step at a time. Look at this. It's right now reading up Twitter of Harsha as well. And it was blocked from investigating Twitter because Claude is blocked from using Twitter because Elon Musk doesn't want any other AI tool to use Twitter except for Grok, right? And now it's putting all that information together. Look how long it took. Look at the number of steps it did before even giving you this email. And finally, it has started to generate the email. Look at this. It has started to generate email right now. And it also found the email ID of Sri Harsha. Guys, if you think this is insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. If you think this is insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. Sorry, I said to everyone. I just changed to hosts and co-hosts again. There you go. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I hope you guys are getting a sense of how to get these AI tools to work for you. That is the whole power, right? How can you get these AI tools to work for you? And more importantly, which AI tool you could use where to get the highest output or the best output from AI. So of course, right, you can go on playing with these all these AI tools and see which one works the best for you, right? And this is how you can go about writing super personalized cold emails all using AI. All right. And it's all about the prompt that you input. With that being said, you know what? A lot of people don't realize this. And I want you guys to know, now that you have attended this session of mine and attended this session of Outskill, I want you guys to know something that most of you people probably aren't aware. While the whole world thinks AI is ChatGPT, AI is Gemini, AI is Claude by Anthropic, or AI is Grok by Elon Musk, there are a ton of AI models out there. And I want you to know this, because a smart AI person, who we call as AI generalist, which I'm going to talk about very, very soon. I think it's going to be life changing for a lot of you people as I tell you the concept of that. The smartest people in the world don't just use AI, they use the right AI for the right task. And they're not just restricting themselves with ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. They have the ability to use hundreds of AI models out there. Now you'll ask a question, Webhub, where do I find these hundreds of AI models? I don't know how to find these hundreds of AI models. Well, the platform where you can find these hundreds of AI models is called as OpenRouter. And again, we're going to share links to all these tools as well, so you don't have to worry. OpenRouter is this platform. On OpenRouter, as of today, on my account, there are 506 AI models. While all your friends still think AI is ChatGPT, here you are learning the fact that there are 506 different AI models in the world. Look at this. It goes on and on and on. By the way, I am seeing 506 AI models. You could be seeing 480, 490, or a few accounts could be seeing 520 as well. The number could be variable because based on where you come from, how old your account is, and everything around it. Because randomly they add newer models to accounts. So I might not have received all the models yet. You might have, right? But around, you can say that there are around 550 AI models at this point of time. Now you'll be like, Webhav, there are 550 AI models. How do I know which AI model to use where? Where? Well, there is something called as rankings right here. If you can see on OpenRouter, we're going to share these links. Don't worry about it again. Once you go to rankings, right? What happens on this is it literally shows you, if I change this to trending, okay, it literally shows you what all AI models are going viral or are being used the most by most of the people in the world. And look at this. The most used AI models as of today is something called as Kimi K2, which is a Chinese AI model. The second most used AI model is called as Qwen 3 Max. The third most used AI model is called as DeepSeek. The fourth most used AI model is called as Lemma. The fifth one is Qwen again, Noromate by Never Sleep, Qwen again, Gemini by Google, Saba, GPT OSS, 120 billion parameters. You see how weirdly enough, none of them are actually by OpenAI or Gemini models. They are being used. These are different AI models, and the smartest of the people are using these AI models right now to get their tasks done. Now, if you have something more specific, if you scroll down, right? If you have something more specific, let's say you want to use for marketing, in categories, if you come here and you change it to whatever thing you need use case for